I would imagine there's hundreds of these small museums around Mississippi, and it's hard to know about all of them. Matter of fact, you might not even know about this one, where we are this week at the Macomb Railroad Museum. But then again, you might, not to blow our own whistle, but 90,000 people visited this museum last year. Another museum that does not lack for visitors is the American Contract Bridge Museum. It's in Horn Lake, and that's where we're going now.
The ACBL is the governing body of duplicate tournament bridge. We sanction clubs and games and tournaments and teachers and directors. We're here in our museum in Horn Lake, Mississippi. The museum opened in June of 2010. We've been here almost 9 years. We moved here from a building in Memphis that we had been in since 1972. It's a self-guided tour. We've got a lot of interactive displays, lots of video footage. You could take 10 hours to get through just half of what's here or 5 minutes just to go, okay. Just depends. You get out of it what you put into it. The ACBL Museum basically takes you on a journey from when bridge became popular and how it's evolved today. We specialize really in competitive bridge, but there's still millions of social bridge players out there in the world. Tournament bridge is a lot different. It's a sport. It's got rules that you have to follow when you play. So there's no deviation from those rules without penalties and everything else like any other sporting event.
I started playing bridge at college in Bulgaria when I was attending the University of Sofia. Then back in 2005, I rejoined the game and joined the ACBL. And I started playing and actually started playing competitively. I started attending the tournaments. This is the game which once you start playing, probably it will be for life. So sooner or later, even you stop, you'll be back in the game.
I've been an ACBL member since the early 70s. And I've known about the museum since it started, so it's been 10 years. But the Hall of Fame, which I'm more interested in, has been in existence for many decades.
So a trump indicator is not really anything you would see in bridge today. It was a little tabletop gadget that had all the suit symbols on it and some way to mark which suit was trump. They're the most amazing little things. They're cats and Mickey Mouse. It's a neat little collection. You could look at it for a long time. Joan had been collecting these little items for about 40 years and was looking to move to Florida and downsize. And she wanted her precious babies to have a nice home. So we set up a foundation, accepted her collection, and it was kind of the cornerstone of building a museum when we moved to our new building. One of the most amazing things we have is our trophy collection, and they all go back to, national bridge events have been played since the 30s. And so all these amazing, gorgeous, gigantic silver trophies have been donated by players or in memory of other players, over the last 80 years. And it's something to behold. It takes up a whole wall of the museum. Certainly during the Depression, bridge really took off. It didn't cost anything to sit around with all your neighbors and play a card game. And so it really got popular then. Throughout the 40s, it got even more popular, and in the 50s is when you start seeing it on television. And like today, even a lot of our Hall of Fame members will tell you that they first got interested in the game because they saw a championship bridge with Charles Gorin on TV. Mr. Gorin was probably the biggest, most well-known promoter of bridge. He was Mr. Bridge, as they called him. We're definitely not still in the heyday of bridge, although the game is classic and will always be a great game. It's harder with technology and everything to get people to come out and actually be social in real life.
The ACBL currently has about 100 50,000 members, and that's down from about 160,000. In most European countries, the Netherlands, France, and some Asian countries, Indonesia and China, bridge is on the upswing. In North America, in Canada and the US, there's been a bit of a downswing. Part of the reason for that is we're aging. The average age of our members is still pretty old, too old, in my opinion. And for the game to survive, we do need to get more young players into the game. There's no question of that. For bridge, all you need is a pack of cards and 4 players and a table. It's not very complicated. You can teach someone the rudiments of bridge in 10 minutes, but it takes a lifetime to become truly accomplished, and I haven't yet. I'm still hoping.
The museum exceeded my expectation. It was so interesting. The videos which are here, the trophies, the whole experience just is amazing.
Thanks for joining us. If you like what you see, subscribe to Mississippi Public Broadcasting. Till next time, I'll be seeing you on Mississippi Roads.